1-1 pitch. Swinging a drive into left field. That one very high. Back onto the track. At the wall is Martinez. And off the top of the wall. Kicks very far back. Toon's going to have a chance to score. Sternhagen racing for third. The throw in is cut off. Colter Sternhagen, a triple off the bricks in left field, and the Jackets take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, they were good baseball games. We've lost by 1 run, I think, 3 or 4 times to them, and then all the other times we've lost, the other 2 times are 2 runs or something along those lines. And so, playing them, it's always a good game. It's too bad that we lost those games, but they were good games. So.
And comment on the way that the defense has been playing. So the offense may be a bit struggling, but in terms of pitching and defense, things have been going really well. And I don't know if this is the best defense that you guys have played in your whole career here, but it's got to be up there. Comment on the senior leadership there in the infield.
The leadership is definitely a huge factor to why we're playing so well. Just lots of confidence, and hitting is always streaky for any baseball team. You hope that it isn't, but it always tends to be. And defense and pitching are 2 things that you can always try to do really good at. So we really focus on doing a good job there.
That one grounded up the middle. Sternhagen's got it on the backhand. Nice sliding play, and he throws him out. Boy, that was a tough play for Sternhagen because not only was it to his right, but the second base umpire partially obstructing his view, but somehow able to concentrate, pick up the tough hop, and throw out the speedy Atkinson, so there's 2 away for the Jackets.
Yeah, the biggest thing with a play like that is just staying focused on the ball. It was kind of a line drive, and so you just want to get low to the ground. And so you can see the spin of it the best, and as soon as you try to see it, and if the umpire's in the way, you just try to follow it and as much as you can, and if he gets out of the way, then you try to follow it after that. And I was lucky enough on that play to see the spin most of the time, and did a little slide, and it just came right to me in my backhand. So.
And talk about your double play partner up the middle, Corey Morris. He's been so good with the glove in both of his seasons here, and you guys have really been stepping up, turning a lot of big double plays, a lot of the time to end innings.
Yeah, me and Corey have great chemistry, and that's what you need in the middle infield. Definitely helps with any play and all plays, but definitely double plays. So.
And you've also been coming alive at the plate as of late. Recently, you did something only one other player in the history of the GNAC's done. You homered in 4 consecutive games there. Your power string coming alive. Is that something that you're really aware of? That hey, I've homered in 3-4 straight games, or what's going through your mind at that point?
Yeah, I was aware of it, especially since they were my first ones of the season. I was waiting for them to come around, so I was happy to see them come. Hopefully they're not just in bunches like that. Hopefully it can be consistent with them the rest of the year. But it was definitely cool to have them come out like that.
And then this weekend you have Northwest Nazarene coming in, so 4 more games at home. It's a team that you split with on the road, so you've seen them once. What were some takeaways from that series, and how are you guys approaching this weekend series?
Well, they've got good pitching and really strong bats, and so that's what we noticed the first time we played them when we split. So I think this series we're going to really focus on, trying to be aggressive with the bats and score a lot of runs off their good pitchers. Just be focused and try to play great defense again to contain their hitters. So that's what we'll be focused on mostly.
There were 142 pitches his last start here at Dehler Park. Still got a ways to go. That ball flied to left. Immediate chance for Alec Leighton. He tails over, dives, and puts it away. Nice catch out there by Alec Leighton, fresh into the ball game, and the very first hit is in his direction, tailing away from him off of the bat of the left-handed hitting Martinez. A fine diving grab, and that's out number 1 here in the 7th.
Really helps that I have Luke Reinschmidt out there helping me positioning and stuff. I wasn't really sure where I should be playing, and then there's a lefty up, so the ball was tailing a lot, and I originally thought it was going to come right at me, but it just kept tailing, and I tracked it down and made the catch. Well, I've really been working in practice, trying to stay through the ball. Beginning of the season, I was really not going the opposite way like Coach Bishop likes, and then I've been watching their pitcher for 7 innings, I think, so I knew what he had, and he threw me a fastball, and I hit it perfectly.
And that was part of a rally. You guys had some runners on base, and you picked up a couple of clutch hits. What goes through your mind when you step in the box? You know you have guys on. It's a close game, and what's your approach in that situation?
I just try to relax. Try to tell myself that I don't have to do too much. Just put the barrel on the ball, and the rest should happen. If I try to press, I'll probably roll over and not get the job done.
And comment a little bit on what it's been like transitioning into the program, your first season, maybe some guys that you've looked up to. You mentioned Luke and any other guys that you've kind of leaned on.
Yeah, it's really exciting coming into the program, especially with such great leaders. I look up to Luke Reinschmidt a lot. He really works hard. Him and Casey Merritt, probably one of the hardest working guys I know. And I've really clicked with Kyle Durbin and Dylan Goldsack. I really look up to those guys, and I want to follow what they do, and I think they do a great job of showing what the young freshmen should be doing.
So you have your roots in Sparks, Nevada. It's kind of been a theme throughout not only the baseball team, but really the softball team. That's where it started. Comment on that kind of connection, some of the players you knew, and if there was anything that led you to coming up here.
Well, last year I had talked to Megan Detling about maybe coming up here, and she was telling me that she really liked it, so I came on a visit, and I know that Corey Gammon and Amanda, Bella, they all like it here, so I said, why not? Come check it out.
And you and I think your friend Dakota Tompkins also, both from Sparks, comment on being able to come in with someone that you knew and both be in the program.
Yeah, it's really great. He's my roommate. It's actually really comfortable having someone that I know I can go to. We basically do everything together, so it's pretty great. We have a good connection.
And then this weekend you have Northwest Nazarene coming in. They're in first place in the conference standings so far. You were on the road with the team when you guys split in the road series in Nampa. Just give us your thoughts on them coming in and what your perspective has been on the level of play in the GNAC.
The level of play in the GNAC is great. I think it's some of the best competition in the country. We just got to come in and hit well if our pitchers throw good. I just think we got to play ball and do what we do.
Well, you know, to be honest, it looked an awful lot like the series we played at their place. Of the 6 games that we lose to them, it's all 1- and 2-run games, and just, you know, we had plenty of opportunities. I think our nemesis, honestly, was just runners left on base. We just left too many guys out there. You know, we just didn't have timely hitting. We've got a few guys in the order that are struggling, so we just haven't been able to string together, you know, enough offense to put us over the hump. I thought we pitched well enough to win 3, you know, potentially even 4 against a really good team. You know, I don't have a lot of answers. We played good defense, and we pitched well enough, and we just didn't quite get it done offensively in my mind. So disappointing weekend for sure. And I know the guys feel the same. It's not for a lack of effort. We just need to keep working on our offensive approach. And even absent of hits, I really feel like we just need to have more productive outs that move runners. So a lot of strikeouts, a lot of pop-ups, a lot of bad outs that haven't helped, you know, advance the offensive cause. So that's an area that we're spending some time this week.
Comment on a couple guys on the staff, guys like Matt Hape, who, like you mentioned, they all pitched well enough to win. Matt did get the one win for you, but to sustain that level and have those guys know they just need to keep pitching this well.
Yeah, you know, I think the enemy on the mound is feeling like you have to go out there and be perfect. I mean, you have to be freed up to just go out and do your thing. And Matt threw well, and Tanner Johnson actually threw well. He gave up 1 3-run home run, but he left the game when we were ahead. Cody Cooper threw great again. You know, our bullpen was good enough. We weren't great, but we weren't bad. And you know, I just honestly, we just need to keep doing what we're doing there and keep playing defense, and you know, just hope that something clicks for us offensively. We'll make some adjustments in the lineup, and maybe you know, just see if mixing the order up a little bit might help. But at the end of it, we're having a lot of RBI opportunities, and we just need to cash in on a few of them.
Kyle Durbin, over his last several games dating back to mid-March, he's batting about .450, and he's really come alive at the plate for you, and he's gotten it done defensively too. Had several really nice plays for you, a slow bare hand roller, and plays to his left and his right. Comment on him leading the team in hitting as a senior.
Well, Kyle's been great, and he's a guy that everything that he gets, he deserves because he works hard, and he's a guy that's going to put in the extra time in the weight room, and he's going to put the extra time in the cage. Great kid, gets basically straight A's. He's the kind of guy that, like, if you could have a 15 or 20 of them in your program, you'd want them. I mean, they're going to takes care of business academically. He's a good citizen, good kid. And so to see him get rewarded with some results is awesome. He struggled with the wrist injury last year and just kind of staying healthy and had a hard time keeping any momentum and just competed hard for us. But this year he's being rewarded with the results that he deserves.
Yeah, senior playing right next to him has also been hot. Corey Morris batting north of 400 since mid-March as well, and just 2 errors in his last 50 chances defensively. He's really stepped his game up. Talk about his performance.
Corey's played great defense both of his years here. So we've just kind of come to expect that. It's unfortunate that sometimes you look past the things that you're doing really well, and Corey and Kyle and Stern and Toon, man, have they been exceptional defensively. We've played really, really good defense. And Corey, I know he was disappointed with his start offensively, but to his credit, he's been able just to kind of put that start behind him and play each series, and he's had a 2 or 3 good series in a row, and we're going to need him to just continue to produce and have good swings, in the next 4 weeks in order to achieve some of our team goals.
And on a team that's built around your veteran leaders, you've seen throughout the year multiple freshmen come in and step up. Matt Dillon, Steen Fredrickson, and then last week Alec Leighton came in and made an impact. He had a big RBI hit there and a diving catch in left field. Talk about him and his future.
Alec's just a really good athlete. We actually anticipated him maybe playing some infield, and it hasn't worked out that way. And he's transitioned great into left field. He played some in high school early in his career, and he looks like a natural out there. Made a couple great plays. He's worked hard in practice. He's another guy had an injury, was out for basically 3 weeks, couldn't practice, couldn't play, and he's jumped right back in at full speed, ready to go. And sometimes you see some tentativeness in freshmen, and with Alec, you don't. He just goes after it. He's aggressive. Definitely doesn't have the mentality of an inexperienced player. So that's what we need. We need our young guys to play like they aren't young, and we need our old guys and veteran guys to show that experience on game day. So we're close, and we've played a lot of really good competitive series. We're still searching for that consistency offensively.
This weekend you'll see Northwest Nazarene for a second time this year, split with them on the road in Nampa. What were some takeaways from that series, and what's the plan? They have a very good pitching staff and a solid offense as well coming in this weekend.
They really are a good team. They're veteran in their outfield. They're veteran in their infield. They play really good defense. They have a couple guys behind the plate that are exceptional defenders and can swing the bat. They might have the most power in the league as far as just being really dangerous 1 through 9. I think their 8-hitter last series we played hit a home run and surprised us a little bit. And they had a pinch hit home run, and obviously the whole middle of their order and early part of their order has power. So that's something you have to deal with all the time. So there are very few low pressure innings on the mound or defensively against them. And then they're going to run 4 starters out there that are pretty good as anyone. Loomis has, if not been the best guy in the league, one of the best guys in the league. And Clevenger's been really good recently. And Jacobs, their game 1 guy, threw a gem against us down there. So it's no small task for sure. Their bullpen's solid. They're a team that doesn't have a lot of glaring weaknesses. They're not going to give you games. You're going to have to go out and win games to get them. So I thought we played pretty well at their place on the road to get a split. So we need to replicate that and step it up just a little bit more, and come out and play a good series to kind of get us back on our feet.